World Cup 2026 started with drama, pressure, goals, red cards, and comeback energy. Yesterday's opening matches gave fans exactly what they were waiting for. The opening day began in Mexico City, where the host nation faced South Africa under huge pressure and emotional expectations. For Mexico, this was more than a group stage match. It was a statement game in front of their home crowd. The first big moment came when Mexico punished a defensive mistake and took control of the match early.
That early goal changed the mood completely. Mexico looked sharper, faster, and more confident with every attack.
South Africa tried to respond, but the rhythm of the game kept moving toward Mexico. Mexico's second goal came from classic striker movement, timing the run, attacking the cross, and finishing with confidence. That header gave Mexico breathing room and sent a clear message: the hosts are ready to compete. But the match was not only about goals. Discipline became one of the biggest talking points of the opening game. South Africa suffered badly after going down to 9 men, and that made their comeback almost impossible.
When a team loses players in a World Cup match, every run becomes harder, every defensive shift becomes slower, and every mistake becomes more dangerous.
Mexico controlled the emotional temperature of the game. They used the crowd, the early goal, and the extra space to protect the result. For South Africa, this opening match will feel painful, not only because of the defeat, but because discipline cost them control. The final score told the story: Mexico 2, South Africa 0. A strong start for the hosts and a difficult beginning for South Africa. But the drama did not end there. The second match brought a completely different story: South Korea against Czechia.
South Korea entered the match with big expectations, but Czechia made them work for every single moment.
The first half was tense, patient, and tactical. Both teams were searching for control, but clear chances were difficult to create. Then Czechia found their moment through a set piece, proving once again that dead ball situations can change World Cup matches. That header gave Czechia the lead and suddenly placed South Korea under real pressure.
But South Korea did not panic. They kept moving the ball, kept believing, and kept searching for the equalizer.
The equalizer came from Hwang In-beom, a composed finish that brought South Korea back into the match. That goal changed everything. Suddenly, Korea had momentum, the crowd had energy, and Czechia had to survive the pressure. Hwang In-beom was not just a scorer. He became the controller of the match, connecting midfield, attack, and tempo. Then came the decisive moment: a substitute entering the game and changing the story. Oh Hae-young made the kind of impact every coach dreams of, arriving at the perfect time and finishing when the pressure was highest. South Korea completed the comeback, turning a dangerous situation into a powerful opening victory. For Czechia, the defeat will hurt because they had the lead, defended with strength, and still lost control late in the game.
This match was a perfect example of tournament football. One set piece, one equalizer, one substitution, and the story changes completely.
South Korea's comeback showed character, patience, and belief. Exactly the qualities teams need in a long World Cup campaign. After the first day, Group A already feels alive. Mexico started strong, South Korea showed comeback power, while South Africa and Czechia now need a response. The opening day gave us two very different football stories. Mexico controlled their match, while South Korea had to fight back from behind. One lesson from yesterday is clear: discipline matters. Red cards can destroy a game plan faster than any tactical mistake. Another lesson is that set pieces can still be one of the strongest weapons in international football. And the biggest lesson from Korea's win is simple: if a team stays calm after conceding, the match is never over. Fans experienced everything yesterday: hope, frustration, anger, tension, relief, and celebration. The pressure of the first match is always different. Every player knows the world is watching, and every mistake feels bigger.
Mexico handled that pressure well. They used the opening match energy and turned it into a result. South Africa will need to recover quickly because in a tournament group, one bad start can increase pressure on every match that follows. Czechia showed danger through physicality and set pieces, but they will need more control in open play. South Korea, meanwhile, showed that their technical players can still find solutions when the match becomes difficult. Yesterday also reminded us why substitutes matter. One decision from the bench can change an entire World Cup match. Opening day performances can build belief. Mexico and South Korea now have confidence, points, and momentum. But the tournament is just beginning. One victory does not guarantee success, and one defeat does not end the journey. The key now is response. Can Mexico keep the same level? Can South Korea build from their comeback? Can South Africa and Czechia fix their mistakes? That is why World Cup football feels different. Every match creates pressure for the next one. For players, coaches, and fans, yesterday was only the first chapter, but it already gave us stories to discuss. Mexico's pressing, South Africa's discipline problems, Czechia's set-piece strength, and Korea's comeback mentality were the four biggest tactical headlines.
If you missed yesterday's action, the headline is simple. Mexico started strong, South Korea fought back, and Group A is already full of pressure.
The next matches will tell us whether these results were early signals or just opening day emotion. But one thing is certain, World Cup 2026 has started with intensity, controversy, comeback drama, and unforgettable moments.
From Mexico's 2-goal win to South Korea's late comeback, yesterday gave us the perfect opening to a tournament full of stories.
Now the question is simple. Which team will build momentum, and which team will feel the pressure first? The World Cup has only just begun.